Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to YourBlackWorldTV.com. I want to talk about Lori Lightfoot. Lori Lightfoot is the mayor of Chicago. So Lori Lightfoot is under pressure right now because basically it looks to me, and my fiance is a social worker, that the social workers are really angry at Lori because it looks like she told a lie. Is that right, babe?
Yeah, she said she didn't even know about the social worker who was arrested, and not really arrested, but handcuffed and left outside naked.
Yeah, Anjanette Young.
Yeah.
Anjanette Young. Yeah, she's a 50-year-old social worker who was undressing when Chicago police officers barged into her home in February 2019. So
February.
That's almost 2 years ago, and made her wait handcuffed and naked as cops ignored her pleas to get dressed while they searched for a felon who did not live there. So basically, it looks like Lori did what she lied about. She said I didn't know anything about it.
She did a press release and said that she just learned about what happened, but emails appeared, and it seems like she knew about it like months before. So it was November of 2019 she knew about it, and she said, she's just found out about it.
So Lori Lightfoot, when did she say I just found out about it? Was this like this month or something?
It was when it first broke. Maybe a few months ago, but she knew about it, and people in her camp, I think they got her emails.
Okay.
And they were able to say, no, you were given an email, you responded to this email.
Okay, so she says today, just a couple of weeks ago, she wrote a statement saying, today I became aware of an incident involving Miss Anjanette Young from February 2019 before I became mayor. So she's passing the buck. She's saying I wasn't even mayor then.
Rahm Emanuel's fault.
Right, before I became mayor. And I saw a video today for the first time. I had no knowledge of either until today. I had a very emotional reaction. So the Chicago Tribune blew her whole spot up. They basically, here's what the Tribune is saying. A top aide's characterization of the botch raid and detailed description of how she was treated by Chicago police officers were among 153 pages of emails disclosed Wednesday as City Hall continues to deal with what has become a major crisis for the first-term mayor. Lightfoot initially said she had only learned of the February 2019 raid, which occurred before she was mayor, earlier this month after WBBM Channel 2 aired police body cam footage that showed Young repeatedly telling officers who barged into her home that they had the wrong place. Soon after, the mayor acknowledged that members of her staff told her about the raid via emails in November of 2019. So she'd known about this over a year.
Yeah, and she claimed that she forgot about it. So she never got on top of it.
Wow.
She never investigated it.
It was literally somebody saying, Mayor, here's another one, some words to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. I said, let's talk about it. And it looks like, according to the Tribune, which published a screenshot of Lightfoot's email response, the summary said plainly that Young was handcuffed by police, and the officers, quote, allegedly left her standing for 40 minutes handcuffed and naked while all male police officers searched her apartment. And Lightfoot's response was, I have a lot of questions about this one. Can we do a quick call about it? She also added Puckett to the email. I guess a lady named Puckett.
Someone on her team.
Yeah, someone named her on her team named last name Puckett. I mean, she had a black name. I don't remember who it was, so I don't have her name in front of me. Lightfoot reportedly responded to that email saying, we need to escalate the training for the 2+ search warrants. We cannot afford any additional hits. So, yeah, it really seems like she had to be pretty familiar with the name Anjanette Young well before December of this year. Either that or she didn't really read the information she was sent. Without admitting that her claims of late knowledge are looking shaky at best, Lightfoot appeared to express remorse for her response. She says, while it is clear that I focused my response to this information on the policy change we unquestionably needed, I should have paused to ask more questions about Miss Young's well-being, et cetera, et cetera. So, but I think the bigger issue, though, is that she just flat out lied. Like, she flat out lied and said, I just found out today. I just saw the video today for the first time ever today. Like, so you can definitively say, I just saw it today, but, everything else is kind of shaky. You're like, oh, I just sort of glanced over it. I didn't go. But you were definitively saying, like, I did not know anything about this situation, this lady or whatever. I don't know. What do you think?
I kind of feel like, when things like this happen and you're mayor, you need to be on top of this. You need to take it seriously and really investigate it. And it seemed like she just didn't really value what was happening to her citizens. I mean, the police department, right? It's under the mayor, right?
Yeah.
So she needs to know what's going on. Why didn't she respond immediately? It's almost like she was kind of being defensive. Well, I forgot about it. Oh, well, I'm just learning about it. Why can't she just say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I should have dealt with this. She needs to just kind of fess up. And then on the other hand, she should really explain why it wasn't important for her to investigate it at the time. Like, what happened?
Yeah, well, I saw what the social workers groups are really mad at her.
Yes, they are.
You're a social worker, and so you were upset about it. I remember when you brought it up.
Yeah, I mean, this lady was a licensed clinical social worker. She was a member of the NASW. She is an upstanding citizen who dedicating her life to helping others in the city of Chicago, and she pays her taxes, and she deserves to be treated well. Even if let's just assume that the arrest warrant was correct, that they needed to search the house, that there was something illegal happening in the house. You still don't handcuff somebody who's naked, a woman like that. And all white male police
that was pretty
come into your
up.
house, they arrest you, and you're naked. Like, there should be some protocols on dignity. Have some sort of dignity for people.
Right. Right. And I think I just think it's kind of it reminds me just Lori Lightfoot. I never liked Lori Lightfoot. I always called her Gory Bigfoot because I just don't. I think that she represents white women very well. Her wife is a white woman. She also represents the LGBT community very well. She gets all her clothes out of the men's section, as you had actually pointed out to me. I didn't think about it, but now that I think about it, it's true. And it doesn't make me hate her, but it makes me realize, a lot of our black politicians don't really care a whole lot about black people. They're really. I typified it as. A lot of our black politicians are basically really racist to white people with black faces. Like, imagine a Klansman who was cursed to be born black. And it's just kind of like, if you want to get racism and racist policies through, just get you a black politician that needs a job. And they'll push through any BS that you want, And I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I'm kind of upset about this. Like, I feel like she blatantly lied. I don't think it was like, oh, I saw it and I just forgot. I think it's like, I was going to cover it up and not say anything, but now that y'all blown up my spot, I'm going to acknowledge that I actually saw the video, but I'm going to make sure that the responsibility is on somebody else. And then when you blow up my spot again, I'm going to come back and say, oh, sorry, it was an oversight, blah, 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 blah.
This is really difficult because I do think that the city of Chicago has gotten a lot of publicity, and it hasn't been in a positive way. Like, look at the raids.
Did you say publicity?
Bad publicity. I can't talk. Bad publicity lately. I mean, look at the raids. Look what's going on downtown Chicago, and all the people coming in and smashing up the windows and grabbing, taking things.
Chicago's a mess.
It's just a big mess. Like, every time you see Chicago in the news, it is never something positive happening. And she has a lot of problems she needs to sort through.
Yeah.
She's not very popular because she shut down the lakefront when all of us runners, we just wanted to get out and run for the summer. And she shut all that down, remember? And that was controversial. She took a very hard stance on COVID that was very unpopular.
Yeah, it just wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the way Lightfoot's done hardly anything. I don't feel any better with her being in the mayor's office than I would have felt with an annoying white guy. Just give me an annoying white guy. At least I know what I'm dealing with. Don't pretend. Don't gaslight me and bait me by saying, oh, here's a black woman, support the black woman. No, she's stupid, just like the white guys are. So whatever. Just So I just, it's kind of getting on my nerves. I think that here's the deal. She lied. She lied about not knowing about Anjanette. She deserves to pay a price for that. She should be forced to resign. I agree with Buster. What's Buster's last name? He's
Obwagu.
Yeah, I agree with Buster, a social work scholar who said Lori Lightfoot needs to resign. I think she needs to resign too. This is just too much. So anyway, we're out of here, guys. Hit the thumbs up button before you go. Share, subscribe. Also, let us know, do you think that Lori Lightfoot should resign? And what do you think about black politicians in general? Do you think that they benefit the black community, or they just benefit other people and happen to have black faces? So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Be good. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
All right.
All right.
Bye.